Hey there, Andrew with Guitar Roads, and in today's lesson I'm going to give you a really cool warm-up that you can incorporate into your practice routine. And this is something that I do every day, or if I've got 5 minutes before I have to jump on stage, I'll run through this little exercise, and it's something that you can take to many different levels, in that there's always something you can learn from this. So let's jump right into it. The exercise I'm talking about is just your standard chromatic scale that you're going to play on all 6 strings. So it's just a pattern of going open, 1, 2, 3, 4 on each of the 6 strings. Now, there's a lot of different ways that you can play this. First thing is you want to use all 4 fingers. So you're in the first position where first finger is assigned to the 1st fret, second finger 2nd fret, 3rd, and 4th. So you want to make sure that those fingers stay in their designated area. Now the next thing is that a lot of people make the mistake of trying to keep all the fingers down in the beginning. Now that's the end goal, but we don't want to do that right at the beginning. Because what's going to happen is, one, you're just going to get frustrated, and because you're just going to hear buzzing notes. Your fingers haven't opened up yet. So the first step is making sure you're just placing your finger in the right place, in the sweet spot. So the finger is curled, and you're just pressing halfway or more on the fret, just to make sure you get a clean sound. So if you go to the next one and your finger's lifted, you got a bad case of the flying finger syndrome. Don't worry about that right now. All that matters is that you're just getting the fingers in the right position. You want to train them to know where the right place to go is. So whatever you keep repeating is just going to get reinforced. So that's the first step, is just get the fingers in the right place, making sure everything sounds good. Go slow. This is not a speed exercise, although you could use it for that. Okay. Next step is you want to keep the fingers hovering. So assuming that now you have all the notes sounding good, you can play them all 6 strings, no problem. What you want to do is get in the practice of letting the fingers hover above the frets. So they're going to have a mind of their own. They're going to want to go off the fretboard, but what you want to do is just slowly start training them to stay hovering over the fretboard and keeping them a nice uniform pattern. Okay, the final step is to keep the fingers down. Now you could build up to this if you played this up higher on the fretboard. So if you want to really, you're just itching to get all those fingers down, then I don't want to hold you back. So move up to a position where all the frets are close together, and you can easily practice that. And then eventually you can shift down back into that first position. Other things you can do with the scale too, it's great for learning the notes on the fretboard. We're starting on E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and then your next string is A, like the A string, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, open D. So that's another way to really get used to how the fretboard's laid out. One little thing I want to mention is when you're on the G string and you go open 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go to the B string, you do double up on a note. So you may notice that, you might be like, whoa, what's going on? It's just the way the guitar is tuned. You can ignore it. It doesn't really matter. This is just for warm-ups. If you want to stay true to the scale though, you're just going to go open 1, 2, 3, 4, and instead of going open on the B string, just go right to the 1st fret. So it's like G, G sharp, A sharp, B, and then it would be B again. So if you just go B, and then go right to the C, you'll stay true to the scale. Anyway, so there you have it. Also, just real quick on picking, start with all downstrokes, but this is another great one for if you're starting with alternate picking, a good one to really sync up the left and right hand fingers. The left hand fingers with the pick. All right, there you have it. Is the chromatic warm-up. And spend 5 minutes a day every day, just running through this at whatever level you're at, and you should see some results immediately. All right, I'm Andrew with Guitar Roads, and I will see you next time. Take care.